Welcome to another edition of Comic Book Business News. It is I, Josh Goldstein, on this May 5th, 2021. It is, we've got one comic book to review today, and we have we also have some news. In the news, in world news, COVID-19 is still ravaging the world, but the epidemic is shrinking as vaccination as we have a vaccination. Vaccinations from Moderna and Axerna are out. We have the President Biden promises the vaccination to promises the COVID-19 to be over by the end of the year. A big stimulus package will be out to somewhere in the middle of the year. And although mutation is starting and the virus might be completely gone in its Form A by 2023 due to the vaccines being almost 98% effective, 99%. Mutation is ravaging the United Kingdom, but in the United States it's not as much. And although we may see one final phase, don't count on it being ravaging the world past 2020, according to the latest predictions. Also, Black Widow, it will soon be out, and that is coming out in May. And Black Widow, it seems cool. Movie focusing on Marvel comic books character Black Widow. I don't know. I'll probably give it a thumbs up. Our review for Comic Book Business News, and expect my review to be favorable because I like Scarlett Johansson, and I thought she did a formidable job in Ghost in the Shell, and I've liked her in every single Marvel movie. She's spectacular. Also, Star Trek Discovery is in its fourth and possibly final season. Season 3 was very good. It's sort of limited release on DVD. Star Trek Picard is starting to shoot, so we have some Star Trek action. And Star Trek, the Bold New Journeys is a new series that's sort of a spin-off of the Discovery stuff. So expect some fun in the future. They have so many Star Trek series, like Animation Series A, Animation Series B. It's so like Lower Decks and Prodigy are the adult animation and the kiddie animation. This is way too much Star Trek. They're gonna oversaturate Star Trek. They're gonna make it. They're gonna have some problems with Star Trek being appreciated. And then it might be. It took a while to get all these series. Though. This is what kind of the Star Trek fans wanted. They've been starving for this. All they got was the Pine movies, which were excellent, but you know, you don't want to just get nothing and get no new product, or you're surviving on James T. Kirk and leftovers of Captain Picard's wine. And we have some new Eagle Moss on the way. Not much could, I don't know what else could be made from the Star Trek. They almost made everything. Maybe a few new ships. Maybe they could make a USS Stargazer XL, or add a few new ships. But they've done so many Enterprises and so many alien ships, maybe some alien ships, but the Eagle Moss collection is almost like it's almost like I admire the people who actually buy those things. They're insane. They're insane devoted fans. I only bought a few for my private stuff, and it's kind of like I got the obvious choices. You know, your Enterprise A XL and your Enterprise DXL. I guess I'm missing out. I can't have everyone, but the guys with all the No Life buy, subscribe to it, and just get every single one. The only thing is, you have a total Eagle Moss collection. Where's your girlfriend? But I don't want to be a jerk, because these guys probably have girlfriends, and they're probably totally cool with them having their Eagle Moss. And then I got so we're on to the comic books, and we got some nice comic books today. We got Savage Dragon, yeah, and Savage Dragon is Savage Dragon 257, which is amazing, because this is a comic book is 257 issues of Dragon. And oh my god, is this Thor? So this is a pretty good. Eric's getting better. And Viking on Viking Prime. And I guess Dragon and the old wife, Dragon's dad, shacking up with Alex. Smasher, Teenage Smasher. Just Dragon. Just Canadian superhero. Just Dragon lives in Canada. Thor going berserk. Thor. Dragon and the Canadian superhero taking on the mighty Thor. Or is it just Dragon Thor? Maybe it's Image Thor. It says Image Thor. There are a few Thors. Fanatics is the coolest letter column. It's like Eric is so lucky to have this many fans. This is my fake letter column from the 50s, but it's a celebration of old 50s and 60s letter columns. Like, this is a Vanguard. This comic I almost want to get. Nocturne. I mean, could she be some sort of futuristic Dracula here, futuristic vampire girl. I think it's kind of like, I'm kind of like thinking Dragon. Oh, gotta rate it. Dragon gets 4.5 out of 5 because I'm like Dragon. I always give you a 5, but I guess I'm used to these long Eric issues lately and the issues with the big salute. So maybe a 5 next time. So we have another big dragon coming up with 260. So Dragon's gonna be 300. It's gonna be huge. Gonna love it. Okay, so that's my friend in the industry, Eric Larson's little comic book. I think Eric, in comparison to me, I gotta say he is the establishment. He's a friend in the establishment, a friend who. It's nice to know because when you're at comic book shows, people say, "Oh, that's Eric's friend." That's almost like when people say, "Oh, that's a certain guy's friend," because like making reference to my uncle or somebody. But it's nice to have friends like Eric Larson, other friends named Eric. It's nice because then you get it's not only connections and references, but people to point it out who you are, and like I kind of think like comics is a cool profession to be in. It's very hard to make your niche though. There's a million people who hate you in the comic book industry, like not exactly other comic book artists per se, but it's hard to get your place. Like sometimes other artists can be your enemy. Other times it's just people who just just can't have any fun. And I'm kind of like thinking like that. Oh, I have 2 video games. Remember the Evercade, that video game machine that I reviewed a couple of shows ago? There are 2 new cartridges. You can pick them up at Adventureland store, my friend's store in Blackwood, New Jersey. And this one is hard to get. It's Namco Museum Volume 2. It's kind of a good one. It's got Galaga on it, and Pack Attack, and Splatterhouse 2 and 3. This is a good one. This is probably one of the best ones they have. And Atari Volume 2, which is like, this is a cool one too. This has almost got all the cool games besides the original volume. I think I'm going to play these this week, and I'll give you my review, and my review will be sent to you. You'll see on the next issue of Comic Book Business News. So I hope to be at Wizard World this year, and there's not many more shows this year. It's only one show. It's like Wizard World at the end of the year, and the Jersey Shore may be reloading, and or paying back the slab. But or you may there's some other it's maybe an off year for me again. So okay, so see you next week on Comic Book Business News, the only news for all your comics.